So today's lesson, self-inquiry, self-discovery, and self-realization. Self-inquiry. So we will address a couple of questions. What should we do after attending the session? It's very important. Why we are suffering so much? What Buddha said about this? And what should be our startup projects? What should I do after attending the session? What normally happens? After attending the session, the mind returns to the same old stuff, routine, seeking, demanding, blaming, complaining. That is not the life of a seeker. And if that is the life of a seeker, then we are not doing anything, because 1 hour we attend the session and 23 hours, 6 days. We should have a little courage to live life differently after understanding, practicing, and experiencing. We should live in love, energy, awareness, and peace to myself. Outside it will happen naturally. Do we live? We are shy of talking that we are meditating. Why we shy? Because that knowledge, mind is not committed to the knowledge. I've seen a lot of people, oh no, don't tell my honey because I'm attending meditation. She doesn't believe or he doesn't believe. Then what? Do I believe? Do I have the commitment? We have hundreds of excuses. Don't tell, but live. Think, speak, and act in a new way, in a fresh way. That prevents the mind going back to the same old stuff, old routine. If you are not doing it until now, then start doing it, my friends. Otherwise, you will say, I don't believe this guy. He has taught me so many things. And you have 100 blame and complain. And you see where the responsibility lies. It lies with you. I am free. Every problem, every suffering, hatred, blame means that during the session I am so goody-goody. It's not a right English, but you can understand. So, and after that I'm just, I don't understand what happened to me. Think. You have to change your life. These are not the sessions, that you simply attend. Oh, part-time job? No. It's not part-time. It's 24/7. I have experienced peace and calm. Can I take that peace and calm in my daily thought, speech, and action? The life will change. Topic is self-inquiry, self-discovery, and self-realizations. Buddha said once that all tears, if we collect all the tears since the advent of the human being, if all the tears are collected, would be greater than all the water of all the oceans, ponds, and lakes until today. Are you ready to cry just after the session? So beautifully, I love this statement of the Buddha. All the tears you accumulate since the birth of human being on the earth planet, it would be much greater than all the water of all the ocean, ponds, and lakes. Are you one of them adding? Depends on you. Why Buddha said? Because we are always seeking freedom for the mind. We are not seeking freedom from the mind. Think. Change. We have learnt, and now it's the time to come that we should start living in love, energy, awareness, and peace 24/7. And the reason is so simple. What happens when we seek freedom for the mind? Freedom for the mind. Mind desires, 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 desire. And who is the desirer? Rani, am I speaking right English? Desirer? Okay. You should correct me. So both desire and desirer are present in the mind. We have to get rid of it. So desire and desirer lives in the mind. It means we are seeking happiness not in the world outside, security in the world outside, satisfaction in the world outside. The mind says, get it, crave for it, so that you are working for me. You are seeking freedom for the mind. And the freedom for the mind will never happen. Freedom for the mind means craving, blame, complaint, reaction, anxiety, stress, duality, heaviness, conditioning, long list. This is what brings the tears, and that is why the Buddha says. Do you remember what Buddha said? Are you adding something? This is what the journey is. So I remembered in the morning that I saw that US is on the top with the startup project. Then you become a unicorn. $1 billion. We have to start up. Life project. Self-discovery. And that self-discovery must begin with self-inquiry. Are you happy the way you are? If not, change. Do an experiment. Start up. Take mind to the task. I attended this session. I am relaxed. Can I take this relaxation, peace, calmness, joy, awareness in playing my role in personal life, professional life, social life? What you need to do? You simply need to maintain your awareness. Oh, let me see, peace, calmness is there. Someone said you something. Can I ask the mind not to get influenced or dictated by it? It is possible. And if it is not possible, or it is possible only 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours a week, what will happen rest of the days and the time? So the Buddha again, Buddha and Shankara and all great masters says, we enter into the world which is unknown to me. My relationship with my honey, with the people, my relationship to the objects of the world outside, my desire and the desirer, they all constitute the world in which I live in. Because of the mind, I created another world. Look at the honey, and he or she doesn't listen to me, and I'm stressed at job, Why you are working then? I'm single. Get married. Are you happy? No. So you want to divorce? Divorce it. Buddha says these are the tears we constantly accumulate in our life. So the moment just after the session, start a project, live your life in that state of the peace and calm, and check that you are not influenced and dictated by the world outside, whether it's a person or a money or anything. We need not to get influenced or dictated. If you say, no, I am always influenced and dictated, then I am worthy of suffering. Think. We will discuss long back likes and dislikes, attachment and detachment. Then we have a desire, and ultimately for the desire we have to work. It's a life of the karma. I perform an action. I'm not happy with one action. Then I should change that action. So I am caught in the web of doing an action prompted by the mind that is working on me, creates a world that is different from the entire universe that we see. And that is why the Master says we need a self-inquiry. So when I look into that, when I inquire, I see that I'm caught in the web, and that web must be broken. That web is nothing but created by the false I. I know what is going on in your mind, so I'm just bringing that up. You don't know, Some people tell me that I'm so old, It is difficult to change. Really? I'm very young, Let me enjoy this world of pleasure, and then I will start working on meditation. We have 1 million excuses. One lady said, you don't know, just my mom died and I'm grieving. Continue grieving. Continue grieving. So we have 1 million excuses comes from the same mind. We can start the journey here and now. And to the kids, and I give to everyone, and this couple whom I'm coaching, I said, can you become good to yourself? You both are fighting against each other, blaming and complaining. Can you become good to yourself? Being good to yourself means what? Do you like to blame and complain and react to your honey? No. So I said, you are intelligent. Can you keep that wisdom all the time? Can you keep that wisdom all the time? Your problem is done. And every time, after the session, he comes outside. Oh no, let me see him off, and then blame, complain. You have already done the practice. You feel relaxed and calm. Why we bring the same stuff, same mind again? My master used to say that we are not committed to the knowledge. We understand, we claim that we understand, but we are not committed to the knowledge. We are committed to the knowledge that we have accumulated from the mind over the years. That is what we say. Same old stuff. What knowledge we got? We got what is not real self. We are not the three bodies. So I'm in front of the honey, but I'm not the body. I'm simply aware. I'm simply aware. I'm not the mind. I'm not the subtle body. I'm aware. Okay. And some impressions are attacking my mind to express it in the form of a blame, complaint, tears, etc., stress, etc. That is causal body. Now see that. Okay, I'm aware. Simple awareness. What will happen? Zero complaint life. Zero expectation life. Zero blame life. Mind is sitting with you. Mind is 100% available with you. It will follow the intellect. Problem is solved. Think, contemplate. If the mind is not tuned to zero complaint, expectation, blame level, you will meet disappointment every day, 100 times. You have a zero complaint, blame, reaction level, you are already a seeker. See that. We become a seeker, and then the moment we are a seeker, then what happens? Then this mind focus on who am I? And it reminds you, the intellect reminds you, I am none of the three bodies. It is only the association with the three bodies causes the suffering. Our master says, you believe in God, good. You don't believe in God, that is also good. You are agnostic, good. You are materialist, good. You are nihilist, good. Don't create a label. Or even if you have created a label, no, I don't believe in God, can you guide me? Yes. I also don't believe in God. I tell those people. I'm an agnostic. I'm a greater agnostic than you. Are you ready to change? Question is this. You don't know I have so many problems. These problems are because of the mind. Desire and desirer. You'll be surprised that we have 6 organs of Indian philosophy. One of them we name it as yoga. Other name is also the Sankhya Yoga. So all the 6 plus there is another Buddhism, Jainism. So you can say 8. And we have subdivisions. They are almost runs into 150 or 60. They always ask one question, are you ready? Do you feel 1% of relaxation and calmness in any practice of the Eastern wisdom? And you cannot say no. I feel yes. Can I take that relaxation and calmness in my life, bypassing the crazy mind? The journey begins, you are a seeker. Did I make myself clear? Did I make myself clear? So I will urge and plead, I can only plead and request you take these principles into everyday life, in thought, in speech, in action. Now the time has come. Your mind should remind you, if someone says you are crazy, he or she is saying this body crazy. I'm not the body. First, remain in that state of calmness, then respond. Don't react. You react, mind is working on you. You prove that you are crazy. That's why you are reacting. Do you see that? Do you see that? Now I'm upset with you. So you prove that you are definitely crazy. By anything outside whatever is happening. See, look at it. So one thing comes that intellect says, I understand, I like you, I love you, teacher, you are doing good to me. But when there is a but, it means no problem outside. I'm not committed to this knowledge. Think of this. I'm not committed. What do you mean by commitment? Sincerity, that I'm not committed to evolve myself. I want to live the same life, same old stuff, same habits, same likes and dislikes, same pain and pleasure. I have tried millions of times. I have accumulated all the tears and proving how Buddha is true. That is why the Buddha said, I loved his statement. There are different smaller books, Jataka stories, in which Buddha used stories to guide the path of this self-discovery. Think of this. How many people have the tears? They declare that they are worthy of suffering. Why they are worthy of suffering? Because my mind, desire and desirer. And that desirer has created its own world outside. If I marry, I'll be happy. No. If I divorce, I'll be happy. No. I will earn $10 million. I'll be happy. No. I lost all the money. No. Desirer has created the world around. So if we don't take a challenge, if we do not challenge our own mind, challenging your own mind, whatever you learn here, you check it that I have to apply today. Wherever I go, to whomever I meet, Ashok, including Shivani also. They both are my students, so I can joke. Not everyone. So she is not attending, it's okay. You are attending, you should change, you have a greater responsibility. what we do, look at, nobody is listening to me. First, stop this craziness that nobody is listening to you. Because you are like that. That's why nobody is listening to you. I'm a stranger to you all. You are listening to me. Do you see? Change. Think of it. Then we'll work on what is, for connections. We will revisit in a deeper way for qualifications, 2L six treasures. You know what is going to happen? The best part that I have seen, that the moment you are committed to the knowledge, you maintain your higher level of awareness, what we call the self-awareness. You are ready, always ready to respond to the situation. And when we are ready to respond to a situation in our daily living, all those principles will return into your intellect. And it will give you the necessary wisdom to live in daily living. And that daily living becomes a joy of conscious living. That is the goal of Eastern wisdom. Let us close our eyes. Let us start our journey with the practice to apply. Eyes are closed, the body is steady, and the mind is facing within. Mind is looking within. Looking within means that now you have started working on the mind. What it means? Desirer has gone. You see, we are going a little deeper. So when the desirer is gone, why the mind will be wandering and distracted? It is wandering only because there is a desirer in me. No, but I still have a lot of thoughts. They are coming and going. Let them come and go. You are sitting in your home. Lot of traffic is coming and going. Let them come and go. Do you see? That makes you comfortable easily. It has an impact on the physical body. Body cannot move by itself. Desire and desirer are there. We don't treat the desire and desirer, and we say my mind is move the mind on the entire body. Now you see that? Pay attention again. We are going a little deeper. You are moving the mind on the body, on all the joints, with awareness, feeling. So you have a sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Check it if it is not there. What happened? Again, understand, that is what I'm telling you. Trying to impress. Why should I impress? Impressing your mind. You see that you're moving the mind. It means you have started working on the mind silently. That desirer does not know, oh, you are saying to have a desire moving the mind. And what is the result? Result is that the sensation is there, the comfort is there, and the steadiness is there. At the same time, you have all the other thoughts also. Let it be. They belong to desire and desirer. Then we move to the second step. That is what I say, be carefree. Oh, carefree. So being carefree, free from the cares. Who cares me? Duo, desire and desirer. No, I want to sit without moving the body. Forget about that. Body is matter. Matter doesn't move. Take care of the mind. And I gave a couple of metaphors. The birds are flying in the sky. That sky does not change. Birds are there, sky remains the same. Birds are flying, sky is the same. Birds disappear, sky is the same. That is one of the highest step, and I converted that into a preparatory step. You see, that is why I always give being comfortable, being careful. No, I have heard it. I have heard you many a times. And my mind is wandering and you do not understand what should I do. No, that will not help. And that is that. Then I reinforce it. You see, vidya dadati vinayam, knowledge. Knowledge gives you receptivity. Receptivity raises your bar of awareness. Bar of awareness tells me, helps me to discern if the mind is working on me or I am working on the mind. Vidya dadati vinayam, vinayam dadati patratam. So you see that once we settle there, this means the mind is looking within. Today I am revealing. This means the mind is looking within, living within. Now, because it is looking within and living within, we have millions of impressions that creates the world of desirer and desirer. So there we open our mind to understand. Knowledge part is always working. If that understanding is not there, we keep on breathing, nothing will happen. So that is why I said, let us start this step also. First, body is in the state of sensation, comfort and steadiness, clear. Now the second layer is the breath. You start breathing quick, short and gentle breath from both the nostrils into the rib cage. Third level, you look inside the heart in the cave or the space. Fourth level of awareness, you continue to drop Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti gently. Om Shanti, Om Shanti. So you see, you have taken care of all the four sheets. And you are ready to change your experience. Where in the mind? That will change the brain. But the moment you lose awareness, it will not happen. Continue. Quick, short, gentle breathing through both the nostrils into the rib cage. Body remains in the state of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. And Om Shanti and space within. We will understand later. Space is mind. Mind is the space. There you drop through your intellect Om Shanti with an understanding. Shanti is also the infinite space. It's a rhythmic breath. Don't give a jerk to your dear heart. Continue, continue. When you are doing it regularly with commitment, one day what will happen? The mind will be absorbed into the step, and you may be doing the breathing, this step, even for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You are totally absorbed into it. And stop this. Moving the mind on the entire body from the crown of the head to the toes. Experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Another point that is very important to understand, normally in yoga we say our body has to be still, steady, then only we can succeed in meditation. No, it is mental stillness. So what I say, it is the sensation experienced in the mind. Mind enjoys that. Relaxation experienced in the mind. You see, sensation, relax, and it is the stillness in the body. It is not off the stillness of the body. How can you make the body still? Blood is flowing, all the systems are working, every cell is alive. Alive means changing. And that stillness comes from the real self. Real self never changes. So when the mind experiences the stillness, not of the body, in the body, what happens? Can you recall the knowledge? So simple, I'm not the body. Let us do the nyasa only in the spine today. Look at the breath. Make your breath little deep, silent and slow. Make your breath a rhythmic breath, and as you inhale, move the mind from the crown of the head to the tailbone, singing mentally Om Shanti. And as you exhale, the mind is moving from the tailbone to the crown of the head, singing mentally Om Shanti. You see, the mind, we are asking the mind to work on the breath, to move the mind in the space inside the spine, to sing Om Shanti. You are engaging the mind. If you do not engage the mind cannot be educated. If you cannot educate, you cannot empower the mind. You cannot empower the mind, you cannot evolve. And if you cannot evolve, you cannot enlighten the mind. As if you are totally absorbed into Om Shanti, moving the mind in the space with a rhythmic, deep, silent and slow breathing. It helps us to take the mind to a higher and higher awareness. We may feel a lot of changes, tingling, numbness, peace, joy. Let it happen. You may find the rate and the rhythm of the breath changes, and it is because of the unknown impressions they trigger the mind. But it is okay, because we are aware. So we return again to the same deep, silent, slow breath. You are singing Om Shanti, the past impression, that cycle, that the wheel of the life. From unknown quarter, it disturbs, you have other thoughts, no issue. Don't get upset. That is what we are trying to change. Only thing that I should recall and remember, and we can start doing the same thing. Shanti. We are extending the period of this step only on the spine. So we want to check if the mind continues the journey. Shanti. 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 And now stop this. Step also, do nothing. Check that, allow the breath to return to its normal breathing pattern. We are already living at a higher awareness. With that higher awareness, we look at the symptom. Means what symptom is? I become aware of my experiences. So looking at the physical body. Any symptom, any experience, any change. So what is the knowledge? Any change, wherever it is taking place, it is not me. We are simply aware of that. Look at the breath, keep looking at the breath. Buddha never guided any step that changes the rate and the rhythm of the breath. It says keep looking at the breath. Then the mind is absorbed and understands this change is not me. That is what the second sheet is. And the third sheet is the mental sheet. All likes and dislikes, pleasure, pain, duality, conflict, all these experiences takes place in the mind, not in the me. So that is also not me. Nami dvesh rago, nami lobha moho, Madho neva me neva matsarya bhava na dharmo na chartho na kamo na moksha. Then who am I? So there we stay. The real self reflects in the mind. First, maybe into total calmness, peace, a short of silence. So as we continue the journey, and who recognizes the sin and the sinners? It is the intellect. Pain and the pleasure, who recognizes the intellect? But it is coming from the mind, the intellect sheath and the false eye. Na punyam na papam, na sakhyam na dukkham, na mantro na tirtho na veda na yajna. Master dares, our Master dares to declare that when you recognize that you are none of these five sheaths, leave the teacher, leave the teaching, leave all the principles, live and free. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand. Bring your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms. Place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. And bring the hands down. How are you, Stephen?
Good. Thank you. That meditation for me was a vast space of emptiness. There was absolutely nothing, and there are moments in which I felt I became an observer of myself, and it was almost like I was checking in, just making sure that everything was okay and I wasn't asleep. I didn't fall out of meditation. At those were the moments I felt numbness in my legs a little bit, but I said I'm not the body and went immediately back into that vast emptiness. It was fantastic. Very
That
calm.
is good. That is really good. You have explained everything. How are you, David and Jerry?
Very good, very quick, deep. The realization I had is the mind needs activity. So when we were doing the mantras, that gives it some activity that sort of just lets the other thoughts and stuff just go away.
Yes.
And therefore, for me, it was very peaceful and very, very wonderful. Thank you.
That's a very good point. That is how our mind reveals the knowledge. So if I'm doing Om Shanti, other thoughts are not coming. It gives a break. So once we have a realization, we have an intellectual understanding, but when we practice, we experience, then how to take this. The moment any crazy thought comes to your mind about anyone, Om Shanti, mentally, nobody knows, and you are done. How are you, Jerry?
So good, thank you. Similar, I felt like I was observing the breath and the mantra and the space and also none of that, and use it throughout my days. You know, there are plenty of opportunities throughout the day to use this and come back to this is not me.
Yes, Jerry, you have told me that you have been using throughout the day in many couple of the sessions. I believe everyone has noticed this. Noticed? Very good. How are you, Ashok? We don't hear you.
Sir, good, peaceful, fine.
Peaceful, fine?
Yes.
Very good. Enjoying your life?
Very much.
Very much. Good. So, how are you, Brandy?
Thank you. My meditation was truly relaxing and peaceful and deep.
Good. That is good. How are you, Terry? Stands up.
What David said was helpful because I noticed that using the Shanti to try to discipline my mind
So
resist it, because I had too many thoughts.
You had.
Everything is.
Come on, Terry.
Get rid of any of it.
Come on, Terry. Your mind is not spatial. Everyone's mind has a lot of thoughts.
I wasn't liking it. So I was just observing it.
Yeah. Very observing the thoughts keeps us separate from the thoughts, because observer and observed are two different things. That needs to be understood. I don't remember the Nobel laureate physicist in Britain. He worked on this principle. There is a fraction of millisecond of gap between the observer and observed. And then he said they both are a combined event. I will talk later. How are you, Sam?
Very good. The meditation was very, very quiet and peaceful for me.
Very good. Good. How are you, Rakesh?
Thank you, sir. It was just peace and stillness.
Peace and stillness. Wonderful. Good. How are you, Vaibhav?
Sir, I'm good. It was like that mind became clear, and when the moment it becomes clear, I come to the present moment.
Otherwise, like the mind is engaged with the thoughts, my awareness is engaged with the thoughts. But the moment awareness is clear, I come to the present moment. It was clear.
Yeah. And it is made clear by you only. That is very important thing to note. How are you, Samir? They have 2-3 people, yes.
Sir, today I am really happy when I used to keep quiet in for moments. My mind used to think that you have gone or I have lost the connection. But today, when you kept quiet, I was still waiting, and the mind was doing nothing. So
Good.
It was a good experience, and it was very quiet.
Quite,
very
yeah. He wanted to say that I didn't speak for a longer period, so he thought that internet connection is gone. Good thinking. Are you, Lalit?
Yes, sir. It was a good session for me. I was focused.
Very good. It's a good session for you. I always give good session. So who is left? Oh, Anesthesia now. The last one.
Thank you very much. It was so quick and peaceful beyond the time. And I had a lot of thoughts, but I didn't pay attention.
Didn't pay attention. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. I just want, some thoughts are coming to my mind, so I want to make it clear what Terry was saying, that observing, and everyone told me, even David was saying observing. So you see that when I say that I have been observing the thoughts, it means observed and observer, they are the two things. Right? First thing, I think I have explained in detail in my book in Applied Mindfulness, but anyhow, so now this Nobel laureate physicist says that there is a fraction of a millisecond of a gap between the observed and the observer. That is the reason we experience. That is the reason we experience in the mind. They are two different things. When I say, for example, I have a thought, or no, take it, I am stressed. So I am is a false I, experiencing the stress, the both are happening in the same mind. Sam, so once we witness that, we are free from the mind. Are you confused or did you understand? Even if you are confused, better. So you contemplate and reflect, you will find the truth. So now see, last point. I see you. Who sees me? Who is seeing you? My mind. And who is saying that I am seeing you? I. Both are happening in the mind, but they are a combined event. They are not separate. And that we can realize in the higher state of meditation. So I used his principle, a physicist's principle here to explain. Anyhow, that is all for today. Thank you very much. And we will...
Thank you. Namaste, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll meet again.